Hello, people. The cam got foggy when I came out from inside. Kitty says hi too. That's strange. Just a second. That's a little better. I wiped it off with my shirt tail. The lens fogged over. I should have had it open before I came out. I wanted to tell you, instead of trying to type it, I tried to type it yesterday and messed it up, about my most horrible day yesterday. I hadn't been to town for quite a while, since Brad went back this last time, after his grandpa's funeral. For one thing, I didn't have ignition. So when the car got back to me, it had an ignition. So Big Brad, who drove it out here, brought me the key. All right, I waited a couple days, and I started to go to town yesterday. I called my dad and arranged it. I was going to pick him up. When I got in and turned it on, the gas gauge was on E. Imagine that. So instead of taking him 135 South, which is a longer way, I think. It seems longer because there's nothing. I mean, there's trees, there's beautiful scenery, but no gas stations. Okay, so I decided I better go to Sedalia since that was my best shot. But if I had 12 miles worth of gas in there, it would be better than being stranded out on 135. So I got in and got a little ways down the road, and it started pouring down rain. 2 minutes later, the windows are fogged. I couldn't find the window switches. They're on the console in the middle, not on the door, like everyone else's. Hello? So I finally did that, and I was getting wet. So I thought, okay, roll down the other window. Well, Dad was going to have to sit in a wet seat because it was dripping all over the seat. I pulled over 3 times, okay? 3 times because the driving rain. I finally figured out, okay, the windshield wipers are on the switch on the left. Got that going. Just as I turned off at the first gas station I came to on the way to Sedalia, the car ran totally out of gas. Died as I was turning the car into the little road to the station. I had to coast the rest of the way to the gas pump with no power steering. Okay, got my gas. Pouring down rain, remember. Even underneath this awning thing they have, the wind was blowing in sheets. And I thought, man, this is going to blow me away. I was totally sopped. And the computer part of the thing for my card was running really slow. So I did my $20 worth. Thought, man, I got to get rid of this garbage. I pay for service in Sedalia. Took it on into my dad's and came right back home. As soon as I got home, I realized I had left my credit card in the pay slot at the gas station. So I have my bank number on speed dial. So I called them up real fast and they canceled the card. Well, I can't get a new card over the phone. I have to get a new card with my driver's license in person in Sedalia. So right now all I have is PayPal, which is a good thing, but I don't have all that much in there. I don't think. Maybe I have more than I thought. But anyhow, I did that. So this morning I thought, okay, it's sunshiny. I'll call Dad. And we'll try this again. So I get in the car. I drive out the drive. And I find out The steering wheel is on there with one screw or bolt, whatever you call it. I'm driving down the road. I can't turn the car. The steering wheel is 99% off. And I tried to move to the side. I couldn't, so I hit the brakes. I went on down to the end of the road up there, which is about a mile, turned around and came right back, and had to call Dad and tell him my sob story about the steering wheel. And it's not a straight screwdriver. It's not a Phillips. I think it's a hex one, and I don't know if I have one. I thought, oh, okay, order one online. It'll be here in 5 to 10 days. So I told Dad about it, the screwdriver thing. I left Brad a message, kind of asking him if he's trying to kill me. And I posted that question on my Facebook too. Have your kids or stepkids or grandkids ever tried to kill you? Because face it, I'm just like dead weight to Bradley. You know? Who would leave their mother such a horrible car? Oh, and to top it off, the ashtray was full. But thank goodness they left some pop bottles in the floorboard on the passenger side, because I accidentally dropped my cigarette down in the gearbox, which has no cover on it. And I couldn't reach it down in there. It had some other wiry things down in there. So I picked up the bottle of soda and I dumped it out in there. I hope I didn't ruin it too bad. But just to tell you, that's what's been going on here. And you wonder, why doesn't she go somewhere? Well, that should answer your question. Go somewhere in what? We have at least 4 vehicles sitting out here. And I might try to drive that truck, but it takes a whomping amount of gas. And it's so high above the ground, I basically have to sit down and then get a foot up and then pull myself on up, which is totally crazy. It's way high. Because I cannot drive that Camaro in the state it's in. If I could get the steering wheel on there, I might have a chance. I might be begging you all to send me some care packages out here. Let me know. Love ya.